If Apache won't start after installing XAMPP for Windows, the first place to look for help is in the FAQ. Go to this page. It's www.apachefriends.org/en/FAQ-xampp-windows.html. And among the questions here is one, Apache does not start on my system. So if you go down to this section, it explains why it happens and lists a series of steps that you should try to take to resolve the problem. If after trying these steps Apache still won't start, or if you're using port 80 to develop ASP or ASP.NET on IIS, you need to switch Apache to a different port. One of those most frequently used is 8080, and I'll now explain how you do that. So open Windows Explorer and go to your XAMPP folder. It's on my C disk in XAMPP, and then to the Apache folder and conf. The file that you need to edit is this one, httpd.conf. This is the Apache configuration file. Now you should be able to open this by double-clicking, but if that doesn't work, right-click and then choose Open With from the context menu and use Notepad to open the file. It's an ordinary plain text file. You just need to make two simple changes to this file, and if you just scroll down a little bit, you'll see this line which says Listen 80. And if you're going to use port 8080, change Listen 80 to Listen 8080, like that. Then scroll down a little bit further past all these load module commands, and just beyond that you should see server name localhost :80, and you need to change the 80 to the same port number that you used before, so I'm changing that to 8080, and that's all you need to do. So just save the file and then launch the XAMPP control panel and click the Apache Start button. It should say running. Now down here it still says port 80, even though it's running on port 8080. You don't have to worry about that. Then go to your browser and type in localhost, all one word, followed by a colon and then the number that you used, 8080, and then press enter, and this should launch the XAMPP page. The only thing to remember about doing this change to your Apache configuration is that instead of using just localhost on its own in the URLs, you now need to use localhost followed by a colon and the port number. If you've used 8080 like this, then it's just localhost :8080. And you should now be able to continue with the XAMPP setup process described in the earlier video.